Yeah, fellow Nigerians, my name is Ohaimo Afra. I'm the Contactee magazine publisher, and I'm here once again to talk about the happenings in Nigeria, which fortunately is the biggest and the greatest country in Africa as a continent. Okay, so there's this thing I've always been saying about what I think the president of Nigeria should be doing, and which I think he's not doing, and it's not going to take us anywhere. Okay, whatever responsibility that is given to anyone in life, whether you work for a company that is an organization, you work for your country, whatever responsibility that is you're doing, the thing that people look at and they praise has to do with the success, the development, and the progress you are bringing to the table. Okay, but that is always not the case. Now, while you are looking at all these things, which are the positive steps, are you also looking at those things that can destroy whatever you're doing? Because whatever success you're bringing to the table, if on the other hand, there are things that can destroy whatever you're doing, then you're not doing anything. Okay? Even if you're working very hard and you think you're doing something, whatever these other people are doing might, turn everything to be not null at the end of the day. Okay, so let's go back to the situation in Nigeria. Okay, I have always been saying, and I'm of the opinion that the current president of Nigeria, should not expend his energy trying to bring in development to Nigeria. He should do that, but this is not what he should be concentrating on, because we have more than enough people, okay, that can actually do wonders for the Nigerian economy. Okay? Now, but there's a problem with the system, which I think this current president, it's something he was coming to deal with. And then Nigerians will begin to see progress. Progress in Africa generally is about they move one step, two steps forward, and they take 6 steps back. That is the kind of progress we've been witnessing in Nigeria. So, and that is why you see a lot of people who praise some leaders, and at the end of the day, you ask yourself, 10 years down the line, where does the country stand? And you will discover that nothing is happening, nothing is working. And then you start wondering, so, see, the problem with Nigeria is even when you are discussing it, you can't be very, very straight in your discussion. Because while you're trying to make a point, something else is cropping in, and wow, it's as if your head is going to blow. And that is exactly what is happening to me right now. Now, I don't know if the problem currently in Nigeria is that we don't have researchers again talking to the president, or President Tinubu has just decided that he doesn't want to do anything that will actually clearly separate him from those things we've been experiencing in Nigeria. Okay? Now, I keep saying there is no amount of things you do to bring development to yourself, to your people, and to the country at large, if you are not working on those things that can ruin the development. As a matter of fact, those things that can ruin the development that we're talking about are things that even you, whatever development you're trying to bring, at the end of the day, with the stroke of a pen, even you can do that, and you take all those things away by yourself. And it becomes your personal property. Of course, we know that there was a president, and he came with this idea of Operation Feed the Nation. At the end of the day, whatever it is became his. Okay? Now, let's go to the current story in Nigeria. The immediate past governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello. For me, I've always been against this guy on one particular issue that I noticed. One time in Nigeria, I saw the wife donating cash to some people. So the question is this. Donating cash to people is actually not the problem. Whatever they're going to do with that money is not the problem. But the issue is, where did she get this money from? How would she and how did she have access to state funds? And then she's distributing it. So many things are wrong in that society. And you see, like I said, please don't mind the way I'm talking, because that is how it's going to flow. These guys all studied abroad, or most of them studied abroad. Okay? Let's even take that away. Universities in Nigeria have lecturers, teachers, that can compete with anyone from around the globe. Okay? So, and the university system in Nigeria, when these guys were in school, really has its own standard. And that is why, even if you check most of their records, when they go outside of Nigeria, they are just at the top. But when they come to Nigeria, now it seems that nothing is working. You begin to ask yourself, is it because the things are so serious that improvement can't come to Nigeria or what? No. Is it that they don't have this idea of how to make things work? No. They just don't want to do it because the system allows them to take whatever they want to take, to steal. That is the word I'm trying to avoid. Now, the immediate past governor of Kogi State is in the court now. And what is the amount? We're talking about 80.2 billion naira. Now, the issue is this. I cannot sit here and say there's a particular government or someone that wouldn't take maybe something from the system and all that. Some have even benefited to the extent that whatever they have, right, it's enough to even help them, throughout their lifetime. But the problem in Nigeria is these people, they steal to destroy the system. And in most cases, this thing becomes personal. For instance now, let's look at these two things together. On one hand, so many people are clamoring and are even praising President Tinubu to be bringing investment, and he has some people within his caucus who are actually doing what they should be doing for the country. Now, but a governor in one state, not all the states, just in one state, pulled out 80.2 billion naira. Tell me, what is it that Tinubu is bringing to Nigeria that one will pay that amount and then will bring profit? Nothing. So that is why I am saying President Tinubu should work on fighting corruption, bringing it to the barest minimum. Nothing you do in that office that will make any sense at the end of the day if one single fellow can be taking away 80-point-something billion within a system. This is just one governor. We have a lot of governors. And this is what they all do. They have the power, they have the means to take whatever they want to take away from their states. Now, I am not saying the president is corrupt, but the president himself can do the same. In his own case, he can even take trillion. And at the end of the day, nothing happens. Why is it that an individual is able to take that much from the Nigerian system without the system checking or detecting until someone else comes to investigate? So, fellow Nigerians, this is what I've been trying to say. There is nothing President Tinubu is doing now, right, that at the end of the day will pay for all the corruption that is going on and then will bring profit on top of it. There's nothing like that. And this is where we want him to focus on. Forget about other development you're working on. Nip all these things in the bud. Stop corruption. Fight it. Let the system be very strong to fight all things like this. Thank you. And I don't know. God help Nigeria. God help us. Because these people clearly, stealing is just happiness for them. It's happiness. I don't know what else we are going to be talking to Tinubu because I don't understand. They're just stealing.